Hey guys, I'm sorry about the video for earlier, and yeah, but I'm going to be watching NWA Power. I don't watch NWA Power that much. Uh,
At the Chase, NWA Power and NWA 73. Episode, we're going to have an in-depth look at wrestling at the Chase, what it means to the sport of professional wrestling, and what it means for you, the fans watching at home. It's going to be a three-part series that you're going to watch right here tonight. At the Chase, NWA Empower and NWA 73. On this episode, we're going to have an in-depth look at wrestling at the Chase, what it means to the sport of professional wrestling, and what it means for you, the fans watching at home. It's going to be a three-part series that you're going to watch right here. Stars of NWA Empower and NWA 73.
And here is Lou Thez, and here's the old Manasseh Moeller himself. Let's get a load of his introduction.
29 pounds, Lou Thez.
Tradition is a funny thing. It has no specific value in its own right, evidence to its necessity. Tradition has immeasurable human value. It links generations, fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, teachers and students, champions. It unites people who take pride in their community, particularly when that community houses a centerpiece of one of the richest traditions in wrestling history. On August 29th, the historic Chase Plaza
I got nothing to say.
As usual, I guess I'll take it from here. Here we are in the empty NWA arena for the finals of this Champion Series, although I have a better name for it. It's the Corgan Conspiracy Series.
The Champion Series Finals starts now on The Champion Series Finals starts now on NWA Power.
You weave your spell, your eyes they beckon me. Your lips they speak lies and misery. I know it's wrong, but I can't turn away. The flames draw near, they're telling me to stay. Into the fire, I'm falling. Into the fire, I'm falling. Into the fire, into the fire, into the fire, I'm falling. Into the
Joining me right now are the two captains of the final teams in the Champion Series. Camille representing Camille and Idol. And then we also have the Pope representing Pope and Velvet. And tonight, it took a long road to get here. And both of you had made great choices. However, the choices as far as the competitors in the final matches are out of your hands.
So what? I know that I chose the best team possible, so that means that we are going to beat Pope's weak-ass team no matter what.
Well, Testile Cal is real simple. Choices? We may not control that here tonight, but we certainly controlled our choices when we picked everybody that we did. Listen, guy, I have no doubt that my team is going to come out on top.
Anything can happen in the Champion Series Finals.
National Wrestling Alliance fans, welcome for the final round of the Champion Series. We are just moments away from NWA Empower in St. Louis and NWA 73 on August 28th and 29th. But first, these stars of the NWA must face a last test to see who among them will be chosen and survive to bring glory and untold riches to their team, and perhaps show up in St. Louis ready to claim their prize. And that prize? 7 title shots, with 1 each awarded to a winning team and their lauded captains, and all redeemable anytime, anywhere. To review, 4 began, and now there are but 2. And for Team Camille and Idol and Team Pope and Velvet, the combatants themselves, and not their captains, must decide who will be sent into the arena. For there are but 3 matches to glory, and 3 choices can be made. And so the spot at which one star was chosen ties them now to the other, where 1 goes with 1, or 5 with 5. Team Camille and Idol, per the draft, will choose first, so may each team choose wisely.
All right, so for the first match, I think we're going to go with Tom Latimer.
Ooh. Tom Latimer, that's a huge choice right there. Strictly Business. That means he's going against Trevor Murdoch. And frankly, Strictly Business continues to get involved in Trevor Murdoch's time. And this is just, that's a match I think that everybody's going to look forward to. And Trevor, you're right next to me, sir.
I know I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Match 1, Tom Latimer versus Trevor Murdoch.
Jax Dane.
Jax Dane, that's a choice right there. And with Kratos out with an injury right now, and I feel like that means Mims has to be the only choice left. So Jax Dane, Mims, youth experience, that's a lot of muscle in one area at once. That is going to be a hell of a matchup.
Match 2, Jax Dane versus Mims.
Kobe, I think I'm going to go with my pal Sal.
So Sal Rinauro, Colby Carino, a match of the alternates. It could come down to that. I mean, the man left him laying. This is personal.
Match 3, Sal Rinauro versus Colby Carino.
National Wrestling Alliance fans, tickets are now on sale for the NWA Power television tapings in St. Louis, August 30th and 31st, where you can feel the power by being in attendance and letting your favorites or least favorite NWA superstars know exactly how you feel. So go to Ticketmaster.com and get your tickets right now and bring the whole family.
Welcome back to the action here on NWA Power. We are so close to our 73rd anniversary show coming to you from St. Louis, the Chase Ballroom. But right now we are getting to the conclusion of our Champion Series. And I'd like to welcome a guest at our commentary table, the holder of the 10 pounds of gold, the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis. Nick.
Boy, those words were bitter coming out of your mouth, weren't they, Joe? Welcome, Nick Aldis, to the announce table. I'm here because I'm very familiar with both these men. One of these men is my best friend, the other my greatest enemy, and someone who I want to make sure that absolutely, under no circumstances, gets another shot at the World's Championship.
Well, we're going to find out right now as we go to this matchup. Tom Latimer takes on Trevor Murdoch.
The following match is part of the finals of the Champion Series. There is no time limit, and there must be a winner. Introducing first, from Waxahachie, Texas, weighing in at 260 pounds, this is Trevor Murdoch! And his opponent, weighing in at 261 pounds, from Chesterfield, England, he is the maniacal king of all evil. This is Tom Latimer!
What a stud, what a thoroughbred, what a true champion, and the man who rightfully should have been the #1 contender at When Our Shadows Fall, and we could have had a wonderful contest and made the best man win, and instead, this disgrace, this redneck, this absolute boil on the backside of the NWA had to come in and ruin all those plans and besmirch the NWA legacy by bringing a steel chair and assaulting me with it. You're a disgrace, Murdoch, and Tom's going to put you in your place right here, right now.
You ready? You ready?
Feel free to talk whenever you want, Joe, or I'll just take over the whole thing.
I'm tired of your revisionist history that we have here.
Spit it out, Joe. Get those marbles out your mouth and try it again. Here we go. Hell of a contest coming up
Let me
here.
just ask this question, Nick. That was an incredible battle. That was you guys went at it. Yes, you came out. But all of this effort for to keep him away from you, how much of that is respect? How much of that is you don't want to face that guy?
Hey, look, I never said Trevor Murdoch wasn't a hell of a competitor, and I don't know if I agree with this strategy of Tom, although Tom's one of the best brawlers I've ever seen in the game. But hey, you don't want to go fisticuffs with Trevor Murdoch. Tom is a far superior athlete and a far superior technical wrestler, and that's where he wants to keep it. He should follow my example, and then he'll win this matchup.
And I agree with everything you just said. That's not a man you want to get in a bar fight with.
Don't you worry about me, punk. You better stay on Tom Latimer, otherwise he'll put you down early.
Is this the whole real reason you're out here on commentaries? You want to provide a distraction to help Tom Latimer?
Give over, Joe. Listen to you.
Well, look at you. You're trying to jaw-jack with Trevor Murdoch.
2 minutes in, and already here come the Corgan conspiracies. I'm out here to distract. I'm the best color commentator in the company. I just happen to be the world's champion, so I can't do everything, Joe. I can only do it when I can afford to do it. And right now I can afford to do it because wham! Look at that kick right to the chest. And here comes Tom Latimer.
Wow! Look at that big boot to the face.
A beautiful maneuver there by Trevor Murdoch.
And Tom Latimer has to roll out of the ring, try to gather himself.
Smart strategy. Stop the momentum. And here, once again, wasting time. Oh, you want to come and mess with me, Trevor? I'll go there and knock the taste out of your mouth. Get your hands up, Tom. Hands up. Hands up. Look at that. That should be a disqualification.
Why would that be a disqualification?
It's over the top rope. If we were doing things the traditional way, that would have been a disqualification.
That doesn't get more traditional than the National Wrestling Alliance. And outside,
that was a deliberate maneuver.
That is
this. fighting on the outside.
That is not where you want to be with Trevor Murdoch.
Yeah, they can't keep it in the ring. He's going to take it all over the building because he's a ruffian and a no-good.
He is a ruffian, but he's good at what he does. And again, you don't want to get in a bar fight with this guy. You don't want to brawl with this guy.
Tim, I know it's been a minute since you've held Sweet Charlotte, but if you remember what it says on the front, it says heavyweight wrestling champion, not brawling champion, not bar fight champion. I'm sure there's some rinky-dink belt he could go and win somewhere for having a bar fight and bar brawling with people, but it ain't the National Wrestling Alliance, that's for sure.
And folks at home who have been following the Champion Series, they might notice that it's not quite even out here. The Mystery Man is not here in the NWA Arena. I'm not exactly sure why he's not. But look at Trevor Murdoch! Oh, it doesn't matter! Oh, face first onto the steel!
And let's not take away from the fact of what's happening here. We've got two teams on the floor that this match, these points matter.
Go check on your teammate. For goodness sake, this is just a perfect example of what a sham this whole Champion Series has been in the first place. Because, in case you've forgotten, Tom Latimer's already part of a team, a very, very successful team known as Strictly Business. Comprised of myself, the world's champion, the national champion, and the women's champion. And if it hadn't been for Pope doing his Usain Bolt impression and running all over the place, he'd be the TV champion, and we'd have all the belts here in the NWA.
To Tom Latimer's credit, I legitimately thought he was out on his feet on that apron.
Oh, and incredible power!
A power bomb.
That is amazing.
Beautiful. A perfect example of what a thoroughbred Tom Latimer is.
And he is. You can't take that away from him. I think he's checking to make sure he's still out on the team.
Even though he got saddled with this bunch of ham and eggers, just like I do with my team, he's still coming out on top. Here's a cover. Oh, look at that.
Going into the full mount here.
Yeah,
and you gotta wonder if Trevor Murdoch was just too emotional going up into this matchup, knowing that he was going to go.
Business, ham and eggers.
No, I did not.
You said your team.
Pay attention. I said my team in the Champion Series. Pay attention, buddy.
Didn't hear that.
Your team that you were unsuccessful continue to make on to this point.
Like I told you, even a Michelin,
as the leader of that team,
even a Michelin star,
you got the least amount of points. Do you think that's because you couldn't gel with Molina because you couldn't handle that there were two people at the top of the pyramid? You're used to just being the one person.
You take Gordon Ramsay and you give him a bunch of rotten vegetables at the bottom of the crate. He's not going to put together a Michelin star meal. Okay, he'll do the best he can with what he got, and that's what I did.
You've still got 2 Michelin laying it out.
You know, I'm really expecting you to come up with some new material. We've heard the Michelin star thing several times here.
I'm doing your play-by-play because you're too busy getting concerned with me. Hook of the leg, referee gets a 2 count.
Well, Nick, let me ask you this. Again, I'm curious here. Who is Tom Latimer fighting for at this point? Is he fighting for his team? Is he fighting for Strictly Business? What? Is he fighting for Tom Latimer?
What is the name of our team? Strictly Business.
Into the cover, shoulders down.
Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer, Tommy boy. Come on, stay on him. If this team wins, he gets a title shot. So hey, at the end of the day, he's going to do the best he can because that's what we're on. Like, we can't help the fact that Corgan's decided to make all these random rules as he goes along, and that's how you win a championship. Just like that stupid battle royal, the complete crapshoot to become the #1 contender. So he's going to do the best he can.
Trevor Murdoch back to his feet, got some separation, but look at the athleticism.
Spinning heel kick. Cover him, Tom. Get on him. Cover him.
Hey, Trevor Murdoch is in trouble here. He is in trouble here.
Getting over near the ropes. Trying to save himself with a rope break. Tom's too smart for that. He just decided to punish him. Make him pay the price for messing with Strictly Business. Big right hand and down goes Murdoch.
Trevor Murdoch is in trouble right now. He is worn down. He's taking a beating.
This is shades of When Our Shadows Fall, when he went down to the National Treasure. Oh, but look at that forearm right in the jaw. Come on, Trevor! We're getting close here, boys. Here we go again. Beautiful. He's out. Check him, Scott. He might be out cold. He's out on his feet. That's it.
Wow. Get this.
Whoa.
That's incredible. Hook in the outside leg. Could move on for points. No.
I think Tom Latimer's getting frustrated. He has thrown everything he's got at Trevor Murdoch, much like Nick Aldis did. But Trevor just keeps coming back and coming
this
back
is the
and coming
difference
back.
between a thoroughbred athlete and a brawler who got lucky. Look at that, a gut-wrench suplex. And on Trevor Murdoch, that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
And you just said they got lucky.
Mistake
that
there.
didn't look like luck.
Yeah, he managed
Murdoch looking for an opportunity here.
If he hits this.
Howard is Bulldog! Bulldog! Could this be it?
Kick.
2.
He got him!
The winner of this match, Trevor Murdoch!
Trevor Murdoch getting one step closer to having an opportunity to challenge for a championship. Boy, I wonder what he would challenge for. If he had an opportunity.
That's a huge team win. Not only did Trevor pull that out, but now you've got something for that team that he has the potential to get another shot at this man sitting here.
Let me
at
tell
the
you something.
desk.
If he's stupid enough, if they're fortunate enough to win this thing, and he's stupid enough to use that opportunity to try to get another shot at the World Championship, then he's dumber than he looks, which is saying something, because that's pretty considerate as it is, because you'll never be the world's champion. Look at me when I tell you this. You'll never have this, no matter how hard you try, because some people are up here, and some people are down here, and I'm up here, and you're way down there, Trevor, and don't you forget it. I don't care what you have to say, you'll never be the world's champion as long as I'm breathing.
All right, folks, we got to continue on. Our Champions Series continues after the break.
With that decisive pinfall, Trevor Murdoch has brought his team one step closer to victory. Team Pope and Velvet 5, Team Camille and Idol 0. Coming up next, Jax Dane versus Mims. The National Wrestling Alliance makes its highly anticipated return to pay-per-view with 2 stacked back-to-back cards that you do not want to miss. Join us Saturday, August 28th for NWA Empower, the NWA's first all-women's pay-per-view, followed by NWA 73 on Sunday, August 29th for a true celebration of 73 years of wrestling excellence from the National Wrestling Alliance. Catch all the action live on Fight TV. Pre-orders and special bundles are available now.
The following match is part of the finals of the Champion Series. There is no time limit, and there must be a winner. Introducing first, from Clarksville, Tennessee, weighing in at 262 pounds, this is Mims!
This is a must-win situation for Camille and Idol's team. And you know what? If anybody can pull it off, it's Mims.
And his opponent, from Bakewell, Tennessee, weighing in at 284.5 pounds, this is Jax Dane!
But I mean, if anybody knows what it's like to go to war with Jax Dane, it's this man, Tim Storm.
We have sweat, bled all over the world against each other. And this is, you can put this in whatever frame you want, whether it is NFL playoffs, NBA playoffs, playoffs and World Series. This is a must-win, and both team-wise, both these guys won it. Both these teams have to.
Let's go! Let's ring the bell!
Must win to stay alive. Otherwise, Pope and Velvet are going to be winning the Champions Series here.
But at this point, and we've talked about Mims being an up-and-comer, but there's no doubt at this point in his career, this is the biggest match he's ever been in. And this is a must-win. This is huge.
A lot's riding on this. That's why you have your teammates here cheering you on.
We've got weeks and weeks and weeks of matches that have led up to this point where now we're into the money now. I mean, this is when it's going to matter more than anything.
So much on the line here. Opportunities at championships. Possible immunity for people who are in the tournament. And now, Mims gets sent for a ride, and here comes Jax Dane with a shoulder tackle. But immediately, that's a big, strong man getting right back to his feet.
We just saw a synopsis of what I think this match is going to be. Mims used his quickness, had a duck out, a go behind waist lock, locked it in, but you saw Jax immediately come back and power through it. Now we've got Mims coming back with a headlock.
Mims coming through, runs right at it.
You are not taking Jax Dane off his feet like that.
Flying shoulder by Mims.
You will take him off his feet like that. He had to leave his feet with all that power.
Oh, no. Oh, launching.
Huge belly-to-belly
Mims is a big man.
Yeah,
he is a big man.
Strong man.
And Jax just tossed him like a sack of potatoes.
Well, and I have felt that more times than I want to admit, and it absolutely, that impact on the mat. You can't beat gravity. You cannot take away the law of gravity, and he felt that in his entire body.
Mims face first in the top turnbuckle. Every single person here in this arena and really throughout the entire GPB studio so excited for our upcoming pay-per-views. Empower on the 28th and NWA 73 on the 29th from St. Louis, and everyone wants an opportunity on those shows. That's what we're fighting for.
Absolutely. Speaking, it doesn't matter if you're talking commentary. Everybody wants to be a part of that because that is wrestling history. Hey, Mims right there shows that he's got his own power. And Jax comes right back and cuts him in half.
I believe he is carrying an illegal weapon, and it's connected to his shoulder. Yeah.
Apparently Trevor Murdoch was doing color commentary.
He's having a good time out here. He's feeling real confident. After that.
Yeah, well, Trevor has a lot to do with why they're in this position right now, both ways. I mean, won a big match earlier, but here we. And Mims is in and Mims is in a spot.
Maybe at this point, Trevor Murdoch, he's been dipping into the sauce a little bit. Little celebration. But they haven't quite crossed the finish line. We've still got more action, more to prove.
Well, you just mentioned about the battle he's been in. He just locked eyes and exchanged words with Tom Latimer on the outside. I mean, Tom was a part of that battle. You can look around this arena right now, and all the men and women standing around, and all of them have been a part of this. And all of them in some way have affected the reason that we're here. One way or another, win, lose, draw, they've all affected the points to get us to right now. I started to ask. I'm not going to ask. I'm going to make a statement. He's got to be feeling that pressure of his team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
To have right back down, to have the pressure of that entire team and a team of veterans, a team of competitors depending on you.
Yeah, 100%.
Michael Jordan used to say that he was never afraid of that last shot because you're never going to make a shot that you don't take, and hopefully Mims is approaching that the same way. You can't win a match you're not in. He's going to keep fighting, and as long as he's not afraid to take his shot here, he's got a chance.
Very simple but effective neck crank, followed by clubbing blows to the chest. An absolute dominant Jax Dane.
Jax, come on, baby. Focus this way, Jax. You wish you were me. Come on.
That time Jax was kind of chattering with Kratos, and again, as I look around, there's probably not a man on this roster that Jax hasn't locked up with and had some type of history with on either team, including his own.
And that experience really comes into play when you're having some really drawn-out tournament that's going on for several weeks. You want to be able to have that knowledge.
Well, and I also question for both these competitors in the ring. They talk about like in an NFL season how somewhere around that 15, 16 games going into the playoffs is that starting to wear on your body.
Right.
It's a long tournament.
And Camille had some kind of limited options here. I mean, her team went so hard that they've actually injured themselves, and you can see it with Kenzie. She's got her arm in the sling, and Kratos some significant damage to his leg.
Yeah, I think that people don't understand the wear and tear and the physicality of professional wrestling. And you're looking at 3 of a 4-person team over here, and you've got 2 that have bandages, and one of them is a sling. And I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you, Thomas Latimer is hurting. That's what you fight through as a professional wrestler. You just fight through it and you keep going. Both men in the ring.
And at the same time, they put an incredible amount of faith in Mims, who we've seen time and time again has been able to rise to the occasion.
And he's rising right now.
He is right now. He's getting that separation. He's getting those feet up right into the face of Jax Dane. He's flying through with the shoulder tackle.
Hey, to his credit, he had a shoulder tackle earlier on the fly that took Jax off his feet. He remembers that. He goes back to it, but this time off the second rope.
Full head of steam crashing into the corner. And here comes Mims. Big
There's Jax Dane off his feet again. Mims is feeling it. Mims is feeling it right now. He knows he's got a chance. Oh, the power.
He plants him. This could be it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
The crowd, that was two. That was two.
I mean, but it was so close.
Oh, no, it was.
Could have been over right there.
You have to respect the effort that both these men are putting in. They're both taking a beating. They're both working hard. They're both fighting through pain, injury. But they know how important this is.
Splash into the corner, but caught by Dane. And then launched once again.
That drives the air from your lungs. That is devastating.
Going now. Putting that boot right across the throat.
I got five. Get him out the corner. Why don't you get him out the corner?
Now, Jax Dane is a former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, and again, that is the most prestigious title in the history of this business, and I can't tell you the pursuit of my own personal pursuit of him. He has that experience all over the world, and all of that is playing in right now in this situation. And Mims has an opportunity, if he can fight through this, if he can dig deep and make this happen, to get the biggest victory of his young career.
But that's starting to look to fade right now as Mims is just being treated like, I spoke too soon.
Jax Dane hit his head on the post. Jax Dane hit his head on the post.
He got it. He got it.
The winner of this match, Mims.
Mims pulled it through. Mims pulled it through for Camille and Austin Idol.
Without a doubt, the biggest win of his career, not just for himself, but his entire team. And because of that, it's going to send shockwaves throughout the NWA.
What an incredible moment for Mims, getting a victory over a former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
Man, that is huge.
With his upset victory, Mims has pulled Team Camille and Idol even 5-5. Coming up next, it's Aldis and Adonis.
Wrestling fans, have you been to the fancy new web shop on NationalWrestlingAlliance.com? Well, why not? We have the nice t-shirts, the sweatshirts, the phone case thingies, and even flip-flops. Plus, boxer briefs, and even a baby's bib. That's right, for future grapplers. So head to NationalWrestlingAlliance.com for our latest designs and a few classics. All exclusive merchandise, only available on NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. So go now for the 1, 2, 3.
NWA fans, welcome back. And joining me at this time is the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis. Joined by Chris Adonis, I see. Nick, it's always a pleasure to have the champion at the podium. Chris, same as well. The time is yours.
Well, Kyle, thank you so much for that sterling introduction. I'm out here because things didn't exactly go very well in the Champions Series. But the reality of the situation is I don't really call it the Champions Series. I call it the Conspiracy Series. You see, when it comes to formulating a championship team, I had already done that. That team is known as Strictly Business. But of course, old goalpost mover himself, William Patrick Corgan, decides once again he's got to do something wishy-washy, hokey-pokey, flimmy-flammy. Oh, there's this terrible people put them in random teams. You got to pick whoever you are. Hey, you know, even a Michelin star chef needs good quality ingredients. And aside from Crimson, what I was left with was the rotten stuff at the bottom of the barrel. You can boo, but you know this to be true. When you talk about high quality, let's talk about the masterpiece, Chris Adonis. By contrast, I'm stuck with the person who, let's face it, was the most responsible for the lackluster performance of Team Aldis, and that's Jeremiah Plunkett.
I'm sorry, Jeremiah is the alternate on your team. He's not even one of the main competitors.
Yeah. He lived in an alternate universe where he thought that he could compete here in the NWA. So, for the benefit of contrast, I'm now going to throw to my esteemed colleague, the masterpiece Chris Adonis, and he will explain the difference between somebody like him and somebody like Plunkett.
Thank you, champ. I appreciate that. Jeremiah Plunkett. I mean, I didn't even know who he was before today. And let's think about it, Jeremiah. You and myself started here in NWA at the exact same time. And what have you done? Nothing. I, on the other hand, have become a national heavyweight champion. I am a part of the most prestigious group in our sport, Strictly Business. And what do, Jeremiah? You sit around the back with the road crew eating donuts, drinking coffee, and having...
Jeremiah?
I don't understand you guys. What's your problems? You two are the most successful people in this company, yet you're still miserable. I don't get it. People like me, for their entire lives, look for an opportunity in the NWA. They want to be right here in the NWA. This is all I've ever dreamed of. And people like you too. That's right. Nick, Chris, again, the most successful people here, and you're miserable. And yeah, man, I might sit and talk to the production guys, and I might not be an elitist. I might have a few donuts. I like donuts. They're good. There's pizza in the back. But talking to everybody, I meet some good friends. I met somebody who knows you quite well, Nick. I think he was, if I remember the story right, your roommate? Not that roommate, different roommate. And actually, Nick, he doesn't care for you that much either, and if you want to take this up in the ring, he said he'd be